Welcome to WakeHouse. I'm Will. Today we're talking about different shapes, constructions, and styles of surfboards and which one might be the best one for you. First thing I want to talk about is construction. So there's three main constructions and a couple variations of those, but for now we'll talk about those three. The first one being compression. That's going to be just like a wakeboard. The second one is going to be surf construction, just like it sounds, like a traditional surfboard that someone would have out on the ocean. The third one's kind of a hybrid, and we'll get into that in a little bit. That's kind of a little bit more unique. With each construction method, there are a few pros and cons. The first one here is the compression molded. So again, just like a wakeboard, the nice thing about that is it's really cost and budget effective. It's really durable, so you can have just about anyone learning on it, using it, and you're not too worried about the board getting beat up. It can kind of handle that. The downside is it's not going to offer the most buoyancy or the most performance. So that's kind of what you get with a compression board. I'd recommend this board for someone who is just learning, someone who is traveling a lot with their board that might not be right on the water and needs to move the board a lot. Again, durability comes into play there. This could also be used even if you are right on the water, but you have a lot of guests coming and learning and trying this sport. This is going to be really great for them. The second construction I want to talk about is the surf construction. So compared to compression molded, it's going to have a more lightweight foam on the inside and a fiberglass outside. Some pros and cons for the surf construction are coming mostly from the foam used. So that lightweight foam is going to be more buoyant and that board's going to ride higher on the water. What that does is offers some more performance and a lot more responsiveness out of the board. The downside to that is the fiberglass that's used for the outside of the board. That's very fragile. You have to be super careful with the board. Any small dings or dents are going to show a lot more damage and wear on this board a lot faster. I would recommend this board for anyone looking to take their riding to the next level. So this is going to be offered in generally some more performance shapes, performance designs that know that the rider's already experienced with some intermediate to advanced experience in wake surfing. You can get a entry-level board in this construction. I definitely wouldn't recommend sharing it with a lot of people that might not know it's fragile or anything like that. It's going to get a lot more beat up. So definitely keep that in mind. The Ronex Carbon Skimmer is a variation, so to speak, of the surf construction, but the underlying principles are the same. Lightweight interior foam, and the exterior is going to be fragile, something that you're going to have to be very careful with. You can see there's a little bit of carbon in this one, but again, the principles are the same. Buoyant, fragile. The last construction that I want to talk about is kind of a hybrid construction, and this one that I have here is a Hyperlight board. They call it Durashell. There's a couple other names out there. Liquid Force and Ronex have their own names, but it's all kind of the same idea. So nice lightweight foam, kind of like that surf construction we talked about. The exterior is pretty durable. I wouldn't say quite as durable as the compression mold, but probably somewhere in between. So it can handle a little bit more abuse than that surf construction, but it does get a lot of the great performance that you would get out of the surf construction board. The pros and cons to this board are pretty straightforward. It's lightweight and buoyant, like that surf construction, offers that performance and responsiveness, and a little bit of durability like the compression molded. I wouldn't say it's quite as durable as the compression mold, but it is more durable than the surf construction. The downside is it's not available in every shape, so if you're looking for a specific shape, a specific size, whatever, and it might not be available in this construction. This is a great board for anyone who wants intermediate to advanced level boards, but might have to share it with some friends, family, guests, people learning the sport for the first time. This is going to offer some durability for those people, as well as keep up with all the things that you want to do as an intermediate or advanced surfer. The next thing I want to talk about is board shape. Two main shapes are surf and skim. I want to talk about what makes a board a surf style or a skim style, how those changes are going to affect the way the board rides, and who those boards might be good for. A few of the things you're going to find in a skim style board are going to be the overall shape is going to be kind of oval or almost symmetrical. That's going to allow the board to ride frontwards or backwards pretty well. The second thing is going to be the rail, and that's just the edge of the board. On a skim style, it's going to be very sharp and very pinched. The third thing I want to talk about is going to be the fins that you'll find on a skim style board. On this board, you're going to see there is just one single fin. A lot of times you'll see 1, 2, or 3, but they'll pretty much always be small fins. That small fin is going to help you do spins and tricks, so you'll need that hard edge and that hard rail to help you engage your turns into the wave. So now we've got the surf style board, and the surf style, first, you can tell the shape is quite a bit different. We've got a pointed nose in the front, a wide tail in the back, and it's a little bit thicker in shape than what the Skim Style is. That's going to just offer a lot more volume, a lot more buoyancy, and a lot more push from the wave. Next up is the rails, or the edge of the board. You can see on this one, they're very rounded compared to that Skim Style. That is going to be a little bit more of a lazy turn, a big wide turn, not quite as quick and agile as what a Skim Style might be. And in turn, you're going to have bigger fins. There's generally going to be a few more fins, and they're going to be deeper. Those are going to engage, help you with your turns, and not let the board break loose, opposed to the smaller fins for spins, tricks, stuff like that on the Skim Style. The Surf Style board is going to be a lot more buoyant and forgiving, meaning that you can ride a little bit farther back on the wave and still kind of catch back up to the boat. They're usually in longer sizes, and again, that contributes to the overall buoyancy and forgiveness of the board, a lot more push. And it's going to be a little bit more user-friendly and just offer that traditional surf style for those big carves, big turns, if that's what you're looking to do. The Surf Style board is going to be available in longer sizes, and it's usually built a little bit thicker. Those are going to contribute to the overall push that the board has behind the boat. That's great for beginners, great for a longer margin of error behind the boat. You don't lose the wave quite as easily. It's also great for intermediate or advanced riders that just want a bigger area to play behind the boat for big slashing turns. Skim Style boards are usually available in shorter sizes in a thinner design. They're great for tricks, great for spins, stuff like that, and that shorter overall board size is going to help those things. Those are great for intermediate or advanced riders that are looking to learn tricks behind the boat, looking for a fast, responsive ride, and someone that's been wake surfing or maybe skateboarding or snowboarding and they're familiar with the board sport already. Thanks for checking out our video. If you have any other questions about wake surf boards or how to pick the right one for you, please just give us a call and we'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Until then, get out there and enjoy the water.